All right, folks, I believe we're back live. Apologize for that. We missed the first quarter and most of the second quarter. We're 3 minutes, 43 seconds left in the second quarter. The score is 22-2. Had some technical difficulties in the studio, and I don't know why we struggled with the cameras, but either way we did. Angels ball. 22-2, Knights on top. Angels with possession, and Alden Gardner stealing the ball. Gives it to Landon Gray, making a fast break, puts a shot up, draws a foul. Landon Gray going to the free throw line, shooting for two. (23-2). (24-2) after the second free throw. Angels bringing the ball in. Number 11 bringing it down. 11 over to 4 on the far side. It's out of bounds between 4 and 5. Knights ball. Ledger Rust bringing the ball in for the Knights, and 22 subbing in for 32 on the Angels. Rust passes the ball in to Gray. Gray bringing it down. Gray down to Gardner in the corner. Gardner driving along the baseline, putting it out to Burton. Burton going up for a three-point effort, and that's a miss, but Gideon Walker going for the putback, missed that. Number 5 cleared the board on that rebound, missed shot. Number 11 gets the ball, making a fast break, down to 5 for a long. Holy smokes, folks, was that 3? Well, scoreboard says two-pointer. He was close to the line if that wasn't a three-pointer. That was a beautiful shot. And Lucas Burton going for the putback. It's good for 2, 26-4. 11 bringing the ball down for the Angels. Over to 22 on the near side. Bounce pass intended inside. Stolen by Burton. Burton over to Gray. Gray bringing it across. 2 minutes, 19 seconds left in the first half. Gray inside to Burton. Turns around, puts the ball out to Gardner. Gardner up to Gray. Gray going for 3. And nope, that's a miss. And out on green. And timeout. That was a full timeout. I didn't see which team. All right, folks, you're watching Polk County Christian School playing at Show Me Angels. You'll see we're in their gymnasium. That's their logo in the middle of the court. They've got a scoreboard at either end. I'm going to see if I can get my scoreboard up where it's on the screen. Give me just a minute. Okay, now I got to adjust the scoreboard. I should have done that before I put it on screen. (4 to 26), that is the score, and we are currently in the second period. All right, we'll try and keep that current. Angels ball. 11 bringing the ball across for the Angels. Over to 4 on the far side, down to 5 in the corner. And I'm struggling to see the numbers. 10 picks it up, gives it to 11. 11 out to 22 for a two-point shot. Good for 2 for the Angels. 26-6. Ledger Rust bringing the ball down. Up top to Tyler Anderson, and number 4 with the Angels on the steal, but the ball's loose on the floor and out of bounds. Possession goes to Knights, I believe. Alden Gardner bringing the ball in for the Knights. Ref conferring with the scorer's table. No changes to the scoreboard. Gardner bringing the ball into Rust. Rust down to Burton in the corner for a three-point shot. Folks, that was a beautiful shot. Good for three. And there's a whistle. 29-6. Oh, I put that score on the wrong side of the scoreboard. Let me fix that. All right, 22 down to 5 in the corner. Steps in for a two-point effort. Missed it. Lucas Burton gets the rebound, gives it over to Rust to bring it down. Rust down to Burton in the corner. Inside to Gardner, a little high. Gardner missed the pass, and it's over to 11. 11, fast break. Goes for the shot, and I think maybe a travel. I'm not sure. Might have been a foul. Yeah, looks like 42 on Rust. Nope. 42 or 24. Yeah, okay. So it is white ball. So it was on 42 Knights. And the ball's out of bounds. I think it still goes to white. Rust must have tipped it. I couldn't tell. All right, 5. Pass the ball inside to 10. Bounce pass up top to 4, over to 22 to 11. 11 back to 22, going for a three-point effort. Ooh, I thought that was going to be in. Gardner with a good-looking rebound over to Rust. Rust is bringing it down. Rust to the near side. Up top to Burton. Burton going, nope, driving around, going down to the baseline, no shot. He's bringing it back up to Anderson. Anderson driving into the paint, putting it up, missed the shot, and whistle. Looks like a push on the Knights. I couldn't tell who it was on. Number 11 bringing the ball down. Over to 21 on the far side. 21 inside to 10. Turns around for a jump shot, miss. And Gideon gets the rebound, gives it to Rust to bring it down. Rust inside to Burton. Burton driving straight down through the paint, putting it up for 2. And that's a good basket for the Knights. 31-6. 11 bringing the ball back. Long shot. Oh, wow, folks. Holy smokes. I don't think I got that on camera, and I sincerely regret that. 11 trying to get a buzzer beater in. I think he was in the middle of the logo when he made that three-point shot. I hope he doesn't start breaking those out for the rest of the game. Wow, that was a great shot. I'm going to hit my highlight reel in case I got part of that. We will absolutely share that to their athletic director if that's on camera. I hope we got that. Wow. So the score is, let me fix their scoreboard, 31-9 as we go into halftime. And it looks like the girls are coming out on the court for a warm-up during halftime. High school girls, high school boys coming out. And we switched the order of the games tonight because the high school girls have a couple of seniors on their team. Looks like Taisha, I hope I'm saying that right. I'm so sorry if I'm not. And Samantha. And so they're going to recognize the girls, high school seniors. I don't know if that's going to be between games or after the girls' game, but they asked if we could switch and do the boys' game first and end with the girls' game so they could be recognized. So happy to be here and be part of that. Folks, you're watching PCCS TV, Polk County Christian School, where promoting Christianity and compassion at school is our thing. As always, Polk County Christian School athletes, spectators, families, and staff strive to present a Christian example on the court and off the court at all times. Show Me Angels have been very gracious. They shared their Wi-Fi information so we could try the live stream, and it looks like the Wi-Fi is good enough. I'm looking at my Wi-Fi stats, and I don't see any dropped frames. So other than missing the first quarter and about the first half of the second quarter due to technical issues at the studio, I think we should be good for the rest of the night. Apologies for that. It looked like we missed a really good first quarter, at least where the Knights are concerned. And I was distracted going just on the score. It looked like a good first quarter for the Knights. I don't know how it was for the Angels. I was trying to get the studio up and working correctly. So I don't know if their play was what they wanted it to be or not. Hopefully the next half will be stellar for both teams. All right, folks, so quick review of the upcoming schedule for the Polk County Christian School. Let me get mine open here. We are winding down our regular season for PCCS. And there's the schedule on your screen. And so you'll see that the 17th is our next game. That's an away game. High school boys only, playing in Springfield at Springfield Trinity. Game time is 6 o'clock. And I believe we have Wi-Fi available at that game, so it should be live streamed. As always, if the Wi-Fi is not available, we'll have a recording and we'll upload that later. Then we switch to a couple of home games for our last two games of the regular season. February 19th, home game, high school girls and high school boys playing the Cross Christian School from Lebanon. We played them last night in Lebanon, but on February 19th, we'll be hosting them in Bolivar, and that will be live. Last night's game, the boys went into double overtime, an incredible game for the high school boys. The girls had a good game too. PCCS high school girls lost last night, I believe, but the high school boys won by 1 point after second overtime, and that was an exciting game. Close game. It was back and forth. Honestly, the Lions led for probably the second, third, and part of the fourth quarter, if I remember correctly. But that was an exciting game to watch. So if you have an opportunity and you just like watching good ball, I recommend going to PCCS TV on YouTube at youtube.com/@PCCS. Find our live. No, that'll be under the video tab because it was not live. There was no Wi-Fi available. And you can watch the instant replay of that game. That's available. And then after our last game, our last game will be February 23rd. Middle school boys, high school girls, high school boys hosting Marshfield Christians in Action in Bolivar at the intermediate school. And that game will not be live. I won't be available to be there due to a scheduling conflict. If I can get one of my kids to pan the camera back and forth, I'll have a recording of it and I'll upload it later. So that'll be our final game of the season, and then we will transit to the state championship in Joplin and Carthage. That's February 26, 27, 28. And in fact, we saw the high school girls and high school boys playing there last year as well. I remember the girls played the Show Me Angels last year, and our girls team were the state champs last year. As I recall, I think it was a good game with the Angels, so look forward to some exciting competition again there this year. Our girls are looking for a three-peat. They'll be returning after being the two-time champions in a row, so they're hoping to make that a third time, but I'm sure everybody else is hoping to unseat them. And the boys had a better showing last year than they did the year before, so I'm sure they're hoping to get their first championship next year. We play in the Division 4, and I'm assuming that's where we may be again this year. Not sure how that's going to work out. There's a new director. We had a new director last year, and this year there's yet again another new director. So hopefully they've got the kinks worked out, and they're ready to host a great tournament. So, all right, it is about time for second half action. Let me get my scoreboard back on the screen where I can control it. And we are currently going into third quarter. It's Angels ball. 21 bringing the ball in for the Angels. Gives it to 22. Angels going to the right now. Down to 5 in the corner. Inside to 10. 10 puts it up for an instant 2 points. The Angels are starting out the second half with a bang. 31-11. Rust up top. Oh, ball's tipped out. He gives it to Venom. Venom driving down, puts the jump shot up, and it's out. And number 5 with the rebound. Over to 11 to bring it down for the Angels. 11 gets some defense. Gets past it. 10 over to, well intended for 5 at Josh Venom with a good look at steal there. Over to Landon Gray to bring it back for the Knights. Landon inside to Burton and missed. And Angels stealing the pass and make it a fast break. Give it to 11. Oh, wow. Another good shot, folks. That'll be a highlight reel for the Angels. Landon Gray bringing the ball down. Landon over to Rust on the far side. Rust up to Venom up top going for 3. Oh, it's around the inside of the rim. Ben Walker going for the putback. Missed it, and the Angels out to 22, 22-11. Working his way around Landon Gray's, passing it down to 5, 5 to 10. 10 inside. Nope, he passed it out to 22. Missed the shot. Landon Gray picks up the rebound. And Landon's going to slow it up and bring it across. Scores 31-13. Landon Gray putting up 3-point effort across the rim. It was a miss, and Ben Walker going for the putback, and he's fouled and going to the free throw line shooting for 2. First free throw's a miss, still 31-13. Second free throw is a miss, and Lucas Burton, well, almost had the rebound, and, well, it's bobbled, and Angels end up with it. 10 down to 11. 11 bringing it across. He's back out to 21. 21 inside to 11. And he's putting up a long 2-point jump shot. It's a miss. And 10 picks it up, goes for the putback. And there's a whistle. I'm not sure what the call is. Not arguing it. All right. Possession goes to the Angels, but Landon Gray steals the inbound, make it a fast break, and puts it up for 2, and I believe draws a foul. I think Landon's going to the free throw line, shooting for the and 1. Folks, if you hear me say something that may sound like I'm questioning the refs, trust me, I am not. I may be guessing at what I think the ref is going to say, and then they may say something different, and I go with that because I don't know the rules. So it's never me questioning them. All right, Angels ball. 11 has the ball. Up top to 10, driving down. Well, and the pass is tipped out by Burton. Gray picks it up, puts a shot up for a beautiful layup. 2 points for the Knights, 35-13. 11 bringing the ball across. Gets around Gray, passing it over to 22. 22 down to the corner, and a missed 3-pointer by 5. And Angels keep possession, passing it inside, and they're picking up a loose ball off the floor. 22, Gray picks the ball up off the floor, and ref signals white. 22, I think, with a push while they were on the floor. I'm not sure what that call would be. I couldn't see the signal the ref was given from behind him, and that's okay. Venom brings the ball in for the Knights over to Gray. Gray back down to Burton in the corner, inside to Walker. Walker with a 2-point shot from under the basket. It's 37-13. 11 passing the ball over to 21 to get past the defender. And over to 10, back up top, and it's across the midcourt line. So as soon as they touch it, that'll be a backcourt violation. They let it roll out of bounds, so it's going to be inbounded by the Knights under their own basket. I'm sure there's a strategy behind that. I just don't get it. And Venom in the corner up top to Gray. Gray going for 3, and, oh, that looked like it was going to be in. 5 with a good-looking rebound, but The Knights tipped the pass, and, well, the Angels end up keeping it, 22. Making a fast break, putting the shot up, but I think he drew a foul. And that's on, looking at the scoreboard. They'll put that foul up there on the scoreboard in just a minute. I think, yep, Josh Venom with a foul, number 25. That's his second foul. Free throws up, so that's a 1 point on the scoreboard for the Angels, 14-37. Number 22 on the free throw line. Second free throw is up and miss. Burton picking the ball up. Gray saves the out of bounds, passes it into Burton. Burton back to Gray to bring it across. Landon Gray passing it down court to Rust. Rust back up to Gray. Gray's going to swing it up to the top of the paint, gives it over to Venom. Venom hands it over to Gray. Gray up top to Rust. Rust back to Gray, going for three, and over the rim. Burton going for the putback again, and the shot is in. Ref says the shot counts for two. Burton drew a foul. He's going to the free throw line, shooting for the end one. And that was on 11 with the Angels. That's his first foul this quarter. Burton's and one is good. And they're stopping for a substitution. Score is 40-14. Number 10 passing the ball in for the Angels to 11. 11's bringing it across. And 11 passing it to 10. 10 down to 5 in the corner, inside to 10. And out to 11. 11 going for a three-point effort. Folks, that's another three-pointer for the Angels. I got to hit my highlight reel for that because they'll want a copy of that. Landon Gray over to Venom in the corner. Venom up top to Rust. Rust swinging it around. Rust inside to Burton. Burton driving through the paint, putting up an easy layup for two. It's 42-17. 11 bringing the ball back. Over to 4. 4 down to 10. And it's tipped back to 4. He puts it up to 11. Turning around, going into the paint. Bounce pass. And Landon Gray ends up stealing a pass there. Going to put a shot up and draws a foul from 11. Landon Gray going to the free throw line, shooting for two. Nope. That's apparently the foul was before the shot, so it's just Knights possession. Venom bringing the ball in, and the Angels did a substitution. Oh, there's 5 fouls on the board. So bonus, apparently the Knights are going to the free throw line and shooting for two, or at least the refs are talking. It looks like that might happen. Yep. All right, Landon Gray on the free throw line. First free throw is a swish, 43-17. He's got one shot left. Second shot is in the rim and out. Ben Walker with a putback for two. So the score's 45-17. 11 bringing the ball across. And Landon Gray with another steal. Driving down, putting the shot up, and drawing a foul from 11 again. And that's 6 fouls, so we're still in bonus. Landon Gray back on the free throw. Two minutes, 2 seconds left in the third quarter. That first foul, another swish. 46-17. Second free throw is a miss. Lucas Burton going for the putback and another 2 points. So it's 48-17. Alden Gardner subbing in for Landon Gray after a great showing. And Angels are subbing in number 10 for 32. Number 5 brings the ball into 11. 11 bringing the ball down. And he's over to 22 on the near side. Quick bounce pass to 10. And along the baseline, intended for 5. But the Knights pick the ball up. Rust bringing it across. Rust over to Venom. Venom to Burton. Back up top to Rust. Rust swinging it over. Gives it to Gardner. Gardner driving in the paint. Well, the Angels steal the ball. And 11 bringing it across. He's slowing it up. Across to 10. 10 puts it straight up for a 2-point effort. Ben Walker clears that missed shot and gives it to Venom to bring it across. Josh Venom down to Rust on the far side. Rust stepping up to the paint, puts a short shot up, and Ben Walker picks it up, puts it up for 2. It's 50-17, 52 seconds left in the third quarter. 11 bringing the ball across. Over to 22. 22 intended to 5. Lucas Burton tipping it back to Josh Venom. Josh going to bring it across. Swinging to the near side, out to Burton, giving him a screen for a 3-point effort off the rim, and looks like maybe a jump ball. Yep, Ledger Rust and 22 on the jump ball. And possession goes to Knights. Josh Venom bringing the ball in for the Knights. He's going to pass it into Burton in the corner. Burton up to Rust, back to Venom. Venom up to Gardner up top. Gardner swinging to the other side. Bounce pass intended for Rust, and number 10 with a steal. 11 gets the pass and puts it over to 22 for a 2-point jump shot. Missed that. Gardner with a rebound. Gardner over to Venom to bring it across. Venom down the near side, driving straight down to the baseline, putting it back up top to Gardner. Gardner swinging it to the other side. Back over to Venom on this side, and there's the buzzer. Venom was about to put it up, and that's the end of the third quarter. So when we get back with fourth quarter action, the score is 50-17. So at the end of this broadcast, folks, we're going to end this broadcast when the game is final. And at that point, we will reset the studio and restart everything. Make sure we start with a fresh start. And then we'll start a new broadcast for the high school girls game. This is our first time traveling to Lamont, Missouri to play the Show Me Angels. They graced us with their travel to Bolivar recently and came down to Bolivar. And I'll be honest, folks, I don't have the stats on that game right in front of me. I could pull it up, but it's not handy, so I don't. I don't remember who came out on top. But we appreciate them making that trip, and it's an honor to be back or be here for the first time. Nice gymnasium. And Angels have the ball in 11 over to 50. 50 going for a 3-point. Good effort. That's a miss. Gideon Walker clears that rebound. Gives it over to Venom to bring it across, driving straight down into the paint. Putting a layup up. Missed it. It was tipped out to 50. 50 gives it to 11, making that fast break. Picks the ball up, puts it up, and missed the shot. Gardner picking the ball up, gives it to Gideon. Gideon out to Venom. Good teamwork there to keep possession. Venom down to Rust. Rust out to Venom. Venom intended for Burton, and that was 10 with a good look at steal. And he's driving down to the baseline, gives it out to 5 for a long 2-point shot. Well, the ref says that's a 3. We're going to give him that. 3 points for the Angels. The score is 50-20, and that's on the venue scoreboard, so that is correct. Okay, Gardner down to Venom in the corner. Venom back up to Rust. Rust up to Venom. Venom over to Burton. Burton going for 3, and that's a swish. 3 points for the Knights. It's 53-20. 11 bringing the ball back across. over to 4 on the near side. And Rust picking up a loose ball. Rust passing it over to Venom. Venom bringing the ball down. Over to the far side, gives it to Gardner. Gardner driving down to the baseline, taking the screen, puts shot up, missed it. Gideon gets the ball and goes for the putback. Ends up Gardner's got it and goes for the putback. And there's a good 2 points from Alden Gardner. So the score is 55-20. 11 bringing the ball back across. Down to 10. 10 down to 50, back up to 10. 10 going cross court to 5. 5 up top to 11. He's putting it up, and it was tipped. So Gideon gets the missed shot. Gives it to Burton. Burton bringing it back across. Burton over to Rust. Rust to Gardner. Driving down into the paint. Passing it out to Gideon. Gideon gives it out to Walker. Venom. Venom over to Burton. Burton up top to Gardner again. Stepping up to the free throw. Puts it up. Missed that shot. And number 5 picks it up. Goes to pass it. Burton steals the pass and puts it up for 2. So it's 57-20. 11 over to 4, and 5 picks up a loose ball, gives it to 11. 11 over to 50 on the far side. Good effort. Then Gideon Walker clearing the board on that. Venom over to Gardner on the near side. Gardner down to Venom in the corner. Venom back up to Rust. He's swinging it down. Rust back up to Venom, and the ball's tipped out. I believe tipped out off Angels. So possession goes to Knights. Venom bringing the ball in for the Knights. He's going to pass it to Gardner. Gardner stepping into the paint, putting up an easy jump shot. Well, it was a miss, and Burton gets the rebound and puts it back for 2. It's 59-20. 11 bringing the ball back across. Over to 21, back to 11, over to 5. Going to the far corner to 50. 50 stepping in, putting up a short three-point effort. Gardner with a good-looking rebound. Driving all the way down. He's going to slow it up. Takes it over to Venom in the near corner. Venom stepping into the paint, putting it up, and missed the shot, but Burton going for the putback, and there it is. And the Knights are subbing Tyler Anderson in for Lucas Burton. Lucas taking a break, 61-20. 21 brings the ball into 11. 11 bringing it across. Over to 50. 50 down to 5, back up to 50, up to 11. And Josh Venom saw the pass coming. He just stepped up and took it. Venom down to Rust. Rust going for a three-point effort. Ooh, close. And 5 gets that missed shot, gives it to 10. 10 over to 11, but the ball's out of bounds. And the coach making an effort. Venom brings the ball into Rust. Rust back to Venom. Venom brings it across. Over to Rust. Rust up top to Gardner. Gardner stepping into the paint, putting up a two-pointer. There we go. So it's 63-20. 10 bringing the ball across. Over to 50 on the far corner. 50 steps in, puts up a shot. It's over the basket. Gardner clears the board. Make it a fast break, putting it up for 2, and that's a beautiful two-pointer. Good fast break. So it's 65-20. And the ball's down to 50 in the corner. Oh, I thought that was in. That would have been a beautiful three-point shot. It was a good effort. Gardner getting the rebound, bringing the ball across for the Knights. Over to Rust on the far side. Tipped by 11, but Rust ended up getting it. Gives it to Venom on this side. Venom looking for an opening, puts it out to Gardner. Bounce pass down to Rust. Rust for a two-point jump shot. It's over. And 5 clears that board. Gives it to 11 to bring it across. 1 minute and 17 seconds left. Down to 50 in the corner, going for that three-point effort. Gardner clearing the board on that. He's going to bring it back down. 65-20 with 1 minute and 6 seconds left. Gardner going for 2. Missed the shot, and it's out of bounds. It's going to be white ball. Landon Gray subbing in for the Knights. And Josh Venom's going to take a breather. Angels bring the ball in. 11 bringing it across. Pass down to 5 on the near side. Back up top to 11. 11 down to 50. Steps out for a three-point effort. And nope. Tyler Anderson clearing the board. He's making a fast break. Puts the shot up. And it's in. 2 points for Tyler Anderson. And 11 bringing the ball back down. The score is 67-20. Down to 50. He steps inside and puts up a 2-point effort. Close. Landon Gray bringing the ball back across, folks. Landon taking it over to the far side. Oh, he's letting the clock run down. 22 seconds. 9. There's the buzzer, folks. That's a final. 67-20. Folks, I got to say, I love to see great sportsmanship, and that's absolutely what we had tonight. Both sides of the court being professional athletes. Thank you for watching PCCS TV.
This broadcast is copyright Polk County Christian School, 2490 West Tower Drive, Bolivar, Missouri. Stop by our school to see what we are doing to provide a Christian education for students.